Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to use an AI to extract service level agreements data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So I am a manager in an IT legal service business and I handle many SLAs, that is service legal agreements. Now over here what I want is, I have to go through all the SLAs and take out the important information manually, which is a very time consuming and a hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect without any coding and programming skills. Yes. So over here I have created a Google Drive folder in which I upload all the PDF formats SLAs. So over here what is going to happen with this AI agent, that as soon as I'm going to upload a new file in my Google Drive folder, that is going to be the SLA document, automatically an AI agent is going to extract the details from the document that I've uploaded. Okay, as the details are going to be extracted, I want to create the systematic record of it. For that I'm going to add all the details in my Google Sheets. So if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to use AI to extract service level agreements SLA data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So as a manager in IT service industry, I handle numerous SLAs like this every single day from different clients and vendors. I use Google Drive to keep the record of all the PDF documents in one place. I use an AI agent to extract the important data like response type and other details from the PDF directly. Then I use Google Sheets to organize and track the extracted information in an easy and accessible manner. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So for that, on a new tab, browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use Pabbly Connect by clicking the Access Now button beneath it. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And to create a new AI agent in our Pabbly Connect account, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. Firstly, we need to name the workflow, which is going to be AI to extract service level agreement data from PDFs to Google Sheets. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder on the left side of my screen, these are the folders from which I'm going to select this AI agents folder and click on this Create button right here. You can see a workflow has been created, and after that you can see there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. And first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to set up our trigger step, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Drive. Yes, because in my Google Drive, I'm uploading all my SLA documents. I have created a folder in my Google Drive, and in this folder, I'm uploading all the SLA documents. I want that as soon as a new document is going to be uploaded, automatically the trigger over here captures the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Drive, and the trigger event over here is going to be new file in specific folder. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this sign in with Google button right here. This window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to choose an account, in which account I have created my Google Drive folder. So this is the account. I'm going to select it from here. After selecting the account, it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. And you can see that I've successfully authorized Google Drive to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for me to select the folder in which I'm going to upload my SLA documents. So this is the folder that is in the name of SLA documents. So I'm going to select the folder from here in the drop down. As I've selected the folder, next it says save and send test request. As soon as I'm going to click on the button, the last file that was uploaded in this folder is going to be captured in the trigger response right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, before clicking on this button, I'm going to upload a new file right over here. So you can see this is the test SLA document that I've created. I'm going to upload it in this Google Drive folder right here, okay? And you can see this is the document that I've created right here. You can see this is the agreement date over here. These are all the details that I have added in this test agreement that I've created. Let me tell you again. This is a sample document that I've created of an SLA just to show you how this workflow is going to work in real time, okay? So this is the agreement as I've uploaded. I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down and simply click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response in which I've received the web content link and the web view link. Remember, in the entire video, we are only going to use the web content link, okay? I'm going to copy this web content link over here and open it in a new tab right here. You can see over here it says, we are sorry, but you do not have the access of this page, okay? So this file that I've uploaded in my Google Drive folder is not shareable with anyone. You can see in the top right corner it says private to only me. That means that AI agent as well is not going to have this access of this document. We cannot extract the data out of this document. So in order to make the documents that we are going to upload in this folder accessible to everyone, in place of doing it manually and individually of each and every document, make this entire folder accessible to everyone. Click on the name of the folder, go to share, click on the share option right over here. For the general access, select over here as anyone with the link right here directly. And then simply click on this done. Access updated. The access of this file has also been updated as public on the web. Now I'm going to again capture the response right here. For that, again click on the save and send test request button. A new response has been captured. Now we have received the web content link again. If I'm going to copy this link from here and open it in a new tab right here again, you're going to see a new document has been downloaded in my computer. This is the same document right here. Okay, that means now this file link is accessible to everyone, and we have captured the response of the file that we have uploaded in our Google Drive folder in our trigger. Okay, as now we have captured the response in our trigger successfully, this means that Google Drive is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now, whenever you're going to upload a new SLA document in your Google Drive folder, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. But if you do not receive the response immediately after uploading a new file, then you do not need to worry, because Google Drive is a polling based application. You can see it says 10 minutes. This is the polling duration. So now whenever you're going to upload a new file in your Google Drive folder, Google Drive is going to collect the data and send it to Pabbly Connect in every 10 minutes. That is going to be a trigger time. If you want to make changes in this trigger time, go to three dots and set trigger time option right over here. This dialog box is going to appear in front of you, and you can see over here, if I'm going to click on the drop down, the minimum trigger time is 10 minutes and the maximum is 24 hours. You can select the trigger time according to your requirement and save it from here. After setting up Google Drive step, now we're going to set up our action step. As now we have the file, I have to extract the data from the file. For that, I'm going to use an AI agent. And for the AI agent, I'm using OpenAI, okay? I'm using my AI agent as OpenAI, but if you want to use any other AI agent or any other platforms as your AI agent, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. Action event over here is going to be extract content from PDF, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, and then it is asking for the token. For the token, we have to click on this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. The API keys page of our OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you, and now to generate a new token, click on this create button right here. Firstly, we're going to name the token right over here. For the token, I'm going to give it as new token, okay? Project, I'm going to select it as default, permissions as all, and I'm going to create the token from here. As the token is generated, copy it from here, paste it in this field, click on the save button. The connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect is going to be done. After connecting, firstly, it is asking for us to select the AI model. There are four options for you. I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini as my AI model. If you want to use any other AI models as your business requirement, as per your business requirement, you can definitely do that, okay? Next, it is asking for the image, the PDF URL, from which URL this AI agent should extract the data. For the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. In the response, we are going to use this web content link because this is the link of the file. As I want to extract the data from this file, I'm going to select the data of the PDF URL from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Next, it is asking for the prompt. Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt over here, we have to specify all the things that we want and do not want. I want to extract few details from this PDF file right here. So I'm going to write the prompt according to that. So this is the prompt that I've written. I want to extract the details from the above PDF file. Strictly only give details for these fields: service provider name, customer name, priority level, response time, resolution time, escalation level, escalation contact name, and the escalation contact number. You can see right over here, these are the fields that I've wanted. So I've mentioned I strictly only want these details. In this similar manner, you also have to write this in your prompt with the name of the fields that you want to be extracted. Now using the prompt, the AI agent is going to extract the data, but it is going to give me the entire data in a paragraph format. As I want to create the record of the extracted data in a systematic format in my Google Sheets, we have to have the response in a JSON format. To have the response in a JSON format, we're going to use this amazing feature that is structured output. Using the structured output, we can get the response in a JSON format from this AI. And in order to write the details over here in the structured output field, we have to enter a JSON schema. To generate a JSON schema, what we're going to do is, in the important note, you can find this link. You have to open it in a new tab right here. The structured output page is going to appear in front of you. And over here, we are going to generate a JSON schema. For that, click on this generate button. Now we have to describe all the things that I want in this JSON schema over here. So in place of directly writing it right over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the notepad in my computer. Okay, so this is the notepad right here. And now in this notepad, what I'm going to do is, firstly over here, I'm going to write it as service provider name. As first field data that I want is service provider name. After writing the name of the field, we are going to write over here what type of response are we going to receive in this field. I am going to receive a type of text. So over here I'm going to write it as type of text. Now we have to describe in one line what is actually service provider name. So I'm going to describe it right here. So you can see I've described the full name of the service provider company. Okay, so this is how we are going to write the field name first, the type of the response that we're going to receive, and the description of the field. Okay, I am going to enter all the details of all the fields that I want to extract from my file right here. You can see these are all the fields. Next I want is a customer name. Then I want priority level. You can see for the priority level, I have written it as type of array. The list of priority categories defined in the SLA, critical, major, medium, minor. Okay, so as for the priority level, we might receive multiple outcomes. That is why we have written it as type of array. Similarly, for the response type, it is type of array. Resolution type is going to be type of array as well. Escalation level is going to be type of array. Contact name is type of array. Number is also type of array, because we can receive multiple outcomes for these fields. Okay, so these are all the fields that I want. So I'm going to copy this description right over here and paste it over here to generate the JSON schema, and then I'm going to click on this create button to create the JSON schema. And you can see right over here, automatically a JSON schema has been generated by this AI. I'm going to copy it from here and simply paste it in the structured output field. Okay, so all of these details are now been filled. Now I'm going to click on this save and send test request button and wait for a few seconds for this AI agent to show us a beautiful magic. And you can see right over here, this AI agent has given us a response. Now over here, this is the extracted details, but you can find one thing. We have received the priority level right over here in 4 different fields. Similarly, the response time, the resolution time, the escalation time, contact name of escalation, and the number as well. Okay, so as now I have received all these responses as they were type of array in different fields. I do not want that. I want all of them clubbed together in an array format. For that, we need to capture the advanced response right here. For that, simply toggle the simple response button off right here and again click on the save and send test request button. So you can see right over here, I have received the advanced format right here of the response. We have received all the details, the priority level clubbed together, same, the response time, resolution time, escalation time, the name and the phone numbers as well. Okay, So as now we have received all the response, in the response you can see we've received the priority level, response time, resolution time, escalation time in an array format. We cannot add these array format in our Google Sheets directly. So what we are going to do is, from the response, in the front of the response and the end of the response, as we have received the square brackets, I am going to remove all the square brackets from all these 6 responses right here. To edit all the response, simply add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, select it as text formatter by Pabbly. Action event is going to be text parser, and then click on this connect button. After that, over here it is asking for the text. Which text do we want to edit? I want to edit the priority level first. So I'm going to select the data. I'm going to map the data right here. Now over here, I want the text after this opening square bracket and before this closing square bracket. So for the after, I'm going to enter the opening square bracket, and for the before, I'm going to enter the closing square bracket so that we can receive the response in middle of these 2 brackets. And as I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, you can see we receive the priority level without the square brackets. Okay. In this similar manner, I'm going to edit all the 6 responses that I've received right over here with the square brackets with the help of text formatter, that is text parser by Pabbly. Okay. So I'm going to do that right here. So you can see right over here, I've formatted all the advanced response that I've received using text formatter by Pabbly and the text parser. Okay. So as I've formatted all the text right over here, now what I'm going to do is I am going to keep the record of all these details in my Google Sheets. For that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets right here. And action event is going to be add new row. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. And then I'm going to click on the save button right here. For the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as SLA data extracted. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as SLA data extracted, in which I want to keep the record. And I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheets, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Then it is asking for all these details. These are the headers that I've created in the spreadsheet, you can see. And under these headers, as I want to keep the record, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data in these fields right here. Firstly, it is asking for the service provider name. This is the service provider name. I'm going to map the data. For the customer's name right over here, I'm going to map the data of the customer's name that I've received. Priority level, as I've edited the data, so I'm going to map the data of the priority level. In the similar manner, I'm going to map the data of the response time, resolution time as well. This is the time I'm going to map the data. For the escalation level, I'm going to map the data right over here. This is the level. For the contact name, I'm going to map the data of the contact name. And lastly, for the number, I'm going to map the data right here. Okay. So these are all the fields. Now I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response, which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my spreadsheet, you can see in my spreadsheet, the response is automatically created as a record right here. Okay. So you can see the record of all the extracted details has been created. Let us tally the response right over here of the extracted data first. Let me just change the format right here. The service provider name is Demo Tech Solutions. If I'm going to open this document that I've created, this is the service provider name, that is Demo Tech Solutions. Okay. If I'm going to go back, the customer name is Test Corp Private Limited. And over here in the document, this is the customer's name. Okay. So as now the response is automatically created as a record in my Google Sheets, this means that we have successfully created this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done. Now as soon as I'm going to upload an SLA document in my Google Drive folder, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Using the file URL, and AI agent, that is OpenAI extract content from PDF, is going to extract the data, and the details are going to be extracted. Automatically, the record of it is going to be created in my Google Sheets in a systematic manner. And this is how you create this amazing AI agent to extract service level agreements data from PDFs to Google Sheets without any coding and programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.